Well, Hanover, we are here today with Cherise Alexander and Linda Zakowski to talk more about the Female Harmony Society, and we're gathered in an upstairs conference room that's often used for Sunday school. A very appropriate venue for an organization that's had to do with Christian education for 200 years. Cherise and Linda, I understand that both of you are members of the Female Harmony Society. And could you tell me why you joined?
Well, I'll start.
Go for it.
I was impressed with the fact that there were women 200 years ago who didn't have the same resources that we have today, didn't have the same rights that we had today. And yet they created an organization based on their passion to help the poor and the needy and to focus on education. And what they put together is still in place today. And that's just awesome to me. So when I looked at the organization, I thought, I kind of want to be a part of that. You know, I kind of want to be one of those progressive women that are involved in helping those that are less fortunate. When I joined, I wasn't really sure how I could contribute because, you know, I'm not really into outreach or working in the community or things of that nature. But I did find my niche because they have an annual tea. And I am a really project-oriented person, and I love planning parties and things of that nature. So that has been my contribution, at least part of my contribution to the organization. And I think that there's room in the Female Harmony Society for people with all different types of gifts. That's just the way that I contribute.
Good. And my wife and I have enjoyed your teas too. Look forward to more.
Lots
Linda,
of fun.
why did you join?
So I joined probably more out of a more current history of the Female Harmony Society and more as a legacy member of the Female Harmony Society in some ways. So my mother, Susan Stewart, was very active in the Female Harmony Society at one time. Our family has a trust fund that the Female Harmony Society uses in her name to support their work and their projects. And then my sister Becky Arnold is currently a very active member of the Female Harmony Society. And so when she and I were talking about it over this last year, she said, you know, we're getting ready to do the 200th anniversary and we're hoping that you'll get involved and start to join into some of the work that we're doing or come to some of the events that we're doing. So I've been making my effort to come and support her. And also in memory of that work that my mother did, giving back to the community as a huge part of the legacy of our family and what we do and what we were raised to be doing. So it's a natural part to be part of that mission.
Part of the family tradition.
Exactly. And the part that I probably bring to it is being a thought partner for them because my brain works on ideas, and so as they think about their strategic planning, they think about the things they want to accomplish, my piece is to more be available, not necessarily to be helping to set up big projects like the tea, which is good, there are people that are doing that, but more to be available when they're ready to sit down and think about, you know, what are the opportunities for the mission and the work that they want to accomplish, and how can I help them think that out.
We know that when this whole thing started, that children were working 6 days a week, I think. Mm-hmm. Sunday was the day they had a little time off and also some time for education. But obviously those conditions have changed drastically now. Mm-hmm. Kids have more time to study. So what do you see as the future of the Female Harmony Society in light of the fact that we've had those historical changes?
So from my end, what's energizing about the mission is that it is focused on helping to bring children into schools ready for schools and to support the organizations that are involved in doing that or the efforts that are involved in doing that, and particularly in this neighborhood of the Ninth Ward, which has a huge need for us to be working with the families and the children to have them be ready for school. I, of course, as many Hanoverites know, have a long history in education in Delaware, have been working for 30 years in the schools. And so I'm very much concerned right now about this particular neighborhood. I'm very involved in Warner and Shortledge in my role at the University of Delaware, and would like to see that connection happen with children going into those schools in a stronger way. And then the other part of the mission that's empowering about that is the thought that as they grow and they have more funding, they can expand beyond the ninth board and be contributing to lots of efforts that are going on to help children be prepared for school.
Charisse, have you anything to say about the future work?
I do. One of the things that excites me is this partnership that Hanover has with the Female Harmony Society. Even though the society is completely separate and we're incorporated, the work has continued with the two hand in hand for the past 200 years. That's just amazing to me. And when I look at the future, you have to look at the past as well. And to see what the two have accomplished together is just wonderful. The work with the clothing closet and the work with the food pantry, those are just incredible missions that the two have done together for so many years. And the organization has gone through a strategic planning, as Linda mentioned, and I'm excited about where we're headed. We have new members now, and we have new energy. The focus is still the same, helping those that are less fortunate, being involved with the education of the youth, but also we want to make sure that people have the resources to go beyond just giving them food or giving them clothing. We want them to be able to sustain themselves and to be able to become contributing members of society. So I'm really excited about the future of the organization and the work that Hanover and the Female Harmony Society does together.
We know that Hanover is excited about your upcoming anniversary, and we all look forward to celebrating with you this wonderful occasion. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Hello, we're here today to talk with Barbara White, who has been serving as a volunteer in Hanover's clothing closet. And Barbara, tell us how you first came to Hanover.
I first came to Hanover through a mutual friend who I talked to about my situation and me struggling. It started out with the food closet. I came as a client at the food closet, and then I asked if they needed me to help serve, and I served there for about a year. And I seen a greater need for me in the clothing closet because it was just overwhelming at the time, and it was just so congested. So one day I asked if could they use my service anyway, and they agreed, and I've been here ever since, like about 8 years now.
That's a wonderful long service, and it's like a store here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's just everything is so well ordered and put together and by sizes. And if we don't have it out here on the floor, one of the volunteers normally go back and see if they can help someone find what they're looking for.
And I understand that you found a new job. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. I found a new job. I applied for foster grandparent and I got accepted, and I put down Becky and Ellen's name for reference, and they just supported me to the fullest, and I really appreciate them because they just said so many wonderful things, and it helped me along the way, and I thank God for them. Yes.
We thank God for the grace that is in you, and we're glad that now you're passing along some
Yes.
love and affection to the children there.
Yes, I am, and I'm loving it. It's a new experience for me, but I'm loving it because I'm gifted in that area as well as serving, period. I believe that I am truly a blessing to be a blessing to the community, or however I can help, I am there.
Thank you. Good to be visiting with you today.
Thank you, and God bless you.